And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Looking for that first down on 30 short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the Longhorns get the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put...
And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They go to the ground. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. On third down, going up top. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's locked. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Offense in the hurry up.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call. Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Looking for a crease. It's locked. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He fires a bullet to the right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's got his man. At the 45, on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the ground, it's locked. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wide receiver shows motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal. Pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Oh, the attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to buy time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Oh, what a move. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He finds his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. With the catch, it's Little. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They took it 68 yards on that drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Rousseau. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Knocked down for the tackle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. From the gun, looking for a man. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Defense playing a bail technique. He's going to pass. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Tempo and overdrive. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that, puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Uncorks one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the... He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out fast. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
The give out of the gun. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
He uncorks one deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, UNC! What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there getting set. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Rousseau. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The back goes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got him in the flat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Stumbled to the ground. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After the incompletion, will they try it again here on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. He wants to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick tempo here for the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pulls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Little. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. They keep attacking through the air. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab down the left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why.
Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Snap in the shotgun. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They move the tight end all over. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Skips away from pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.